quote a philosopher, let's get it started in here. Or let's continue at least. Round 1, back 9 action of the Gold Eagle Open, the big A tier in Saskatchewan, the end of summer, the beachside vacation with flying disc action.
Keep going.
That's all I got. My name is Matt Lysek. I got Jeremy Gauthier in the booth here, the doctor.
Yeah.
What do you think of this course so far, Jeremy?
I absolutely love it. Again, I look out Saskatchewan. I really want to come and play this course.
Yeah, Lookout Saskatchewan is what he's court mandated to tell anybody when he goes to Saskatchewan. Let's get a reminder of who we got on our feature card
Can
here.
a province take a restraining order against the disc golfer?
I think they might if you go out there.
Man.
So we've got, so far in the round, Brandon is at even par, Chase is at 1 down, Kristen is at 2 over, and Al is at even par. Everybody's within shooting range here of Noah in the lead. So any of these guys could end up. These guys are all people that have played this course a bunch of times. So they're going to know the lines. They're going to know the distances. So expect to see some more highlights from all of these guys. And we'll see if anybody can catch Noah on the back 9 here.
Going to be a tall order, but any of the guys that could do it, I think it's going to be one of these or 2 of these, or maybe 3 or 4. All the faith in the world. Wow, look at this one.
So hole 10 is.
Can I caption this?
Yes.
Please tell me this isn't an anthill.
It's basically the biggest anthill you've ever seen.
Oh, good.
Just
good,
with
good.
no stinging ants.
Oh, good. That's fine.
This is such a nasty green.
This is crazy.
But the hole is only 300 feet. So, your job is to know where this green, and you can't really see, as you can tell, you can't see where the tee pad is from the basket.
Oh, good. Yeah.
You can't see where the basket is from the tee pad.
Yeah.
So this one, you will want to have practiced a few times. Forehand around, almost what Kristen was trying to do there. He just didn't quite pull it over to the left far enough.
Looked like he said something to you on the camera, too.
Yeah. He said...
Great camera, Matt. I really appreciate all the work you're doing.
He said, delete your memory card. Brandon had the line there. That's what you want to do. And you just want to nestle it as close to the bottom of the hill as you can to give yourself a look if you have courage. And if you do not have courage, it is still kind of a scary approach.
Ooh, Chase has turned this one over.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Maybe trying to get a little bit more distance on it. Just put a little bit too much ante on it.
It almost looks like the ideal shot in here is just pitch it to the bottom of the hill, lay it up, just walk away.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Or ace.
Or ace. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Is Al going to ace?
Oh. I don't want to spoil it, but no.
That's okay. He's semi-dancing.
Yeah. He's like me at a party, shuffling his feet around, maybe... He got his hands up by his chest, like punching the air a little bit.
Like the mini Running Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Chase.
Yeah.
Chase is just going, well, there we go.
Yeah. He's out.
Oh, man.
And he's for sure going to run this one.
Of course.
He's actually going to run this one.
Oh, nice. Oh, no. A little bit more friendlier on that side of the hill anyway.
You never know the next time you're going to be on camera. So
yeah.
If I got any advice for any of you that end up on Park Pro, it's please run every single shot that you can.
Did Chase tell you that he's going to run it?
No, he's just that guy.
Nice.
Yeah. And this is a dangerous little upshot here from Al.
Oh, boy.
He doesn't quite do it.
And it looks even steeper on the backside of the hill, too.
That's so dangerous putting it on that Anheuser angle.
There we go. Yeah, there's really not much else you can do.
No, you just got to hope that your control is good. Yeah, even Brandon, he's right near the bottom of the hill there, and he really didn't want to mess with it.
Smart play.
After seeing some bogeys on the card.
I think he's going for it.
Yo, boy.
Oh, no. He's going, what?
This putt is a mental challenge as much as it is a physical test of skill.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Al looks like he's, what, 6'2"?
He's pretty tall, maybe even like 6'4" or something like that.
Okay, so he's 6'4", and that was he was barely getting to the bottom of that cage. Yeah. Okay, Chris didn't look like he rolled away that much. That was a nice cleanup.
The hill is taller than 6'4".
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brendan, just cleaning up the par. I bet you this ate a few people up today.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Nice and considerate. Didn't want to run the cameraman over on the way down.
Cameraman over. Thank you, Brandon.
You notice all these guys have the coolest looking glasses?
I didn't notice, but
Yeah, Brandon has it. Chase has some pretty cool glasses.
my goodness.
I think Al has glasses.
Is that a Saskatchewan thing?
I don't know, but it's pretty funky.
Yeah.
Well, hole 11, 390. Looks like you got to get through this clearing.
Yeah.
And there's a nice fairway. Oh, yeah, looks like it'll dump off to the left-hand side.
Dumps off hard to the left. So a big sky hyzer.
Oh,
But
nice. And
you
then
don't
it's
want too hard a hyzer because you want it to keep pushing forward a little bit.
and then buried back in the trees.
Yeah. Really tricky shot shape here.
Yeah.
And just parked takes a tremendous amount of skill. And anything less than that is you're sort of picking and choosing a spot.
Yep. And just in case you thought you could just get a little skip up, they have a few trees in front just to squash that idea.
Yeah. Really cool design on this hole. Unless you're going really, really high, it is pretty tight. So I think just to avoid that first section of trees, a lot of these guys are going to be going pretty high.
Yeah, just pump it out there as far as you can.
Yeah. Push the back edge.
This looks nice. Am I right? Yes.
You're going to be safe.
Uh-oh.
Again, great team of spotters out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's actually a really nice shot.
Yeah, he'll have a long look out.
390. Okay. Probably wanting to push a little bit farther, but that's okay.
Chris showing off the hat tan. You've seen the farmer's tan,
The hat tan?
but he's got a wicked hat tan.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why you take the hat off in the middle of a sunny round.
Don't know. Maybe at a certain point, the sweat on the hat becomes too much and all the sweat starts dripping onto your face.
Could be. Well, look at this shot from Al.
Wow, great
He
shot.
skipped it onto the dance floor. That's the advantage of going a little bit lower is you can keep the disc pushing forward a little bit more.
Sure.
There's the risk reward of this hole in a nutshell.
That looks nice as well.
Yeah, similar angle for Chase.
Keep pushing.
He's listening for the ace.
I like it.
He doesn't hear the ace, but he doesn't hear a bunch of trees either. And I think that might have been what he was listening for.
Were you guys watching a bunch of 80s comedies before doing this? I really like that effect. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Nice run.
I like it. Oh.
These guys just blessed us with a lot of great reactions. So
Oh,
what are
yeah.
we going to do? Not put them in?
Yeah, that's true. And do you actually want to show it after the hole? No, you want to show it right when they're throwing.
Yeah, picture action.
Yeah, that's a nice up.
We've got 21st century technology here, so we should use it to its absolute best.
Oh,
Confident
you wanted
run.
that one. It's too bad you don't have brain sensing technology which can go inside their head and take their inner monologue and put that out as they're shooting.
I can't even imagine how long the waivers would have to be for that, but you know what? Maybe we'll
Probably.
consider it for next year.
Sure, yeah. I hear we have that technology.
Yeah.
Might not be legal.
Let's not skip over this birdie by Al. It's going to get him back to 2 over par. This
Yeah.
is also not an easy birdie to get.
Yeah, no, great job.
He just absolutely filleted that. Chase also had a great drive and just didn't quite have it on line for the putt. That's what it takes.
Yep.
Really good drive and a nice putt to follow it up.
Yeah, great shot shape off the tee. Oh, yeah. The hat tan.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He put it on for the putt.
Oh, I like that reaction from Al.
Yeah. That was a monster.
Oh, so
Monster
hole 12, downhill.
Yeah.
Surprise. 389, big bomber. It looks like you're going through that little tiny opening at the bottom, and then it opens up. That's my guess. And then there's your green down there.
Okay.
Kind of looks like you want to go sky over the trees on the right-hand side. Hopefully it hyzers back in. Or am I wrong?
You know what, Jeremy? You absolutely
Ooh, I
nailed it.
nailed it. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, it looks like you could get away either with big backhand, big forehand. You just got to avoid the big trees.
Yeah. The angle and the fairway that's cut into this hole sort of plays tricks with your head. It kind of suggests a big hyzer through there, but there are different ways to get to it. It is scary throwing a big forehand over top of a forest.
Sure.
So
Oh, yeah, go,
I would
go,
expect a lot of people to follow just about that exact
Okay.
shape. Pushed it a few feet too far, but that's kind of the line you're looking for on this one.
Hoping that was going to fade in a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
Brandon's going to go a little bit higher.
Yeah, he's
a little
just going
bit
to
more
go over top
spiky.
of everything.
Boy, look at the nice clouds too. Hey, just
It was a beautiful day out there.
Yeah, great shot.
We're talking
What a great
fall
shot.
weather, like late summer, early fall weather in Saskatchewan. So it wasn't warm, but it was, probably 16, 17 degrees out there.
My favorite season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering what the elevation is like around Jackfish Lake, Saskatchewan, it's about 2,100 feet. So do your math into meters. I think it's probably 600 something meters.
Interesting.
700 yards of elevation. Do they do elevation in yards? I don't even know.
I bet you they do at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you've been to Edmonton, almost the same elevation. So
Yeah. What a shot by Chase.
what a drive.
Wow. Shout out to Dan for calling us midway through recording this session to give us some tips on some actually helpful information when we're doing this coverage.
Hey Dan, did we do it right?
Get it right.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
We
Dan.
have him still on the line. We have him on retainer.
Yeah. So not quite the same elevation as you would have seen at Big Bear or even Falcon's Flight, but we're not in sea level either. So if you're coming from one of the coasts or somewhere, wow,
Great putt.
beautiful putt. Everything's gonna be a little bit more stable in places like the BC Open, for example.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, most of these people from Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, they're going to be pretty used to playing in these types of conditions. Easy
Wow.
money for Chase.
I would not expect easy pars on this hole. These guys are making this look way too easy.
And it's another one of these holes where if you get the right drive on it, it just feels so good.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you can lace a drive that goes around a corner like that and drops exactly where you need it to.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets a ton of power out of that compact form.
Oh,
Okay.
Well,
Noah Higgins still in the lead, but he has been tied by Austin Boga out of Winnipeg. And Kyle Wiens, big friendly, also a 5 down through 16 holes.
a little bit of separation in the top 10 now.
Yeah.
Starting to grow.
Brandon, he's ahead of our feature card here at 2 down through 12. Riley's put himself up to 1 down with Matthew Erickson and Sean Olson. We got a few pretty good players with Dan Fortier, Nate Donauer, Adam Weninger, still chasing at even par. Still time to mix it up here. We've still got a few holes for most of these guys.
Yeah. Hole 13, 438. Looks like it goes straight uphill.
This is a nasty hole. It's not as big uphill as some of the other ones.
It doesn't look nasty though.
Well, it's 438 feet, and if you're throwing a backhand, you want something that flips over to the right at
okay.
about 400 feet.
Fair enough. Yes, that's the very fair.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
If you're a right-hand backhand player, a lot of times you're bailing out to 50, 60 feet, or you're in some trees. It'd be a bit of a pump for a forehand player. This one is probably a nod to the left-handers, all you heathens out there that somehow made it through life using the wrong hand as your dominant hand. You get one hole out here where being a lefty is of an advantage.
We just want you to come back.
Yeah.
Roller might be a good play on this one.
Roller would be a
Little
really
understable roller.
it'd be a brave play. You'd have to get it out way out there before it hit the ground.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But if you
Big
can
sky roller.
get it to stand up and just sort of hopefully turn over a little bit.
yeah, this hole's a bit of a tweener, so
Yeah.
you'll probably see some people happy with a 3 on this one.
Oh, for sure.
But Al has
He's
bad intentions on that disc.
Oh boy. What did that disc ever do to him?
Yeah,
Wow, what a crush.
that's a really good drive on that
That's a
hole.
really good crush.
He's going to have a jumper at it, and I think he's pretty happy with that.
These guys throw some pretty cool looking discs. You ever notice that?
Yeah,
lot of
these
really
guys
nice-
have nice dyed discs.
Yeah. Oh, that's gotta get.
Now that just turned over out of
boy.
nowhere.
Oh boy.
Like I said, the wind was gusty out there. It wasn't really like a strong sustained wind, but you just get these pockets of wind that, come up and around the trees, and you never really know what the wind's going to be doing 300 feet down the fairway sometimes.
Looks like he's got himself a bit of a window. Gonna go for the forehand roller.
Man of my own heart.
Boom.
The thumber
Oh,
roller.
no.
The,
But he's free.
the less frequent thumber roller.
Yeah. So effective though.
Yeah. Long look for Brandon. He's got the power to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll nestle into
Okay.
short tester, long comfortable range.
He's also deciding to run it. Yeah.
Why not? He made a longer one around a bunch of trees.
10 footer just to clean up. Chris Roach.
All he got really is a skip shot
Doing a
here.
little, oh, please. Oh, yes.
He does it really well. Doesn't get the right roll, but
darn.
that little forehand skipper, that's a touchy shot to get right.
Yep. Something really overstable to just sort of just jump around.
This would be a huge birdie. A little bit too nose down.
Yeah, we talked about that, right? I said 85% run.
I didn't quite get exactly what they talked about, but it either went exactly according to plan in a good way or exactly according to plan in not a good way. But
we here at Park Pro always want to think on the positive, so we always think it goes the exact same way he wanted to
he
go.
said 85% of the time, I get that hole exactly right. Easy to do. Wow.
Oh, yes. Clean it up and walk away.
Brandon said there's no videos on the scorecard. And then we had to tell him, unfortunately, sir, there is a video this time. It was in all the way. I didn't have any concern about it.
Hey, at the end of the day, it dropped down to the basket.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, he played it just right. Good pars by the crew. Chris ran into some tree trouble. Salvaged bogey. Not the end of the world.
blam. What the? I'm seeing double. 2 owls.
Shout out to Trudeau Cannabis Shop. We wanted to get a little bit trippy on the
Pretty good.
on the owl highlights there. Hole 14, this is a fun one too. Par 4, 510, uphill, probably 550, 560, maybe even a little bit longer. That landing zone on the right there that's mowed, that's a pump to get it out there. So if any of these guys are getting into the short stuff, they're going to be really happy because you want to have your disc as far up the hill as possible on this approach. If you get pretty far up into that mowed section, you got a real easy forehand probably approach into the basket. But
okay.
Other than that, you're going to get creative with some sort of weird flex into the basket.
How far is that shorter landing zone? Like 2? Oh, that's
Plays like 400-ish, I would say.
not the big one, the one that Brandon's going for, but there's one that's right before that.
Oh, you know what? I don't know, and I'm not sure
that's-
anybody's even going to try and hit that.
Yeah, I was kind of curious about that because then if you put it out there, what is that? Let's say 200 feet, maybe. Then that gives you that still gives you a lot uphill.
Yeah.
I guess you just
No, they're all eyeing the big mode section.
yeah. They've got the power to do it.
Yeah. Nice design and also like really nice use of the mowing,
Yeah.
carving out the fairways on this course. I was so impressed by this course.
Yeah.
You hear good things about a course all the time or a tournament, but sometimes you just got to go out there and check it out yourself.
Yep. I remember asking you when you got back, hey Matt, how was the Gold Eagle? And you just a whole half hour talked about how good the Gold Eagle was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a perfect way to end your summer. It's
Yeah.
September. Everyone's kind of back to school, back to work.
It's and you know it's the culmination of a couple of fun tournaments at the end of the year, you know, given that we have Falcons Flight and
Yeah.
Gold Eagle. Anybody that played the Kootenai up and down, I'm sure there's a whole lot of other tournaments that are out there, but yeah, just kind of a good time of year. Not to say that any of the other tournaments are bad or misplaced or anything, but just, yeah, good fun.
The end of your summer to be kind of a highlight.
Yeah.
You don't want your last tournament to be a dud.
Yeah.
So for a lot of players in Western Canada, this is sort of the wrap up for them.
Yeah.
And it's a very suiting
And
wrap up.
if you don't play this one, there are a lot of really cool tournaments to wrap your season up to. We're pretty blessed to be just gifted so many really good courses out here.
Yeah.
I like this approach though, because you got to go straight up the hill through this small gap and wow, just a little dunker, hey?
Yeah.
Almost.
Textbook by Chris in there. He didn't get to the short stuff, but he got almost all the distance he would want.
Yeah.
Al,
Yeah. Looking like
chunks
a nice
bit of a tree, but that should be pretty routine for him.
touchy forehand approach is all you need.
And if you don't make it through the tunnel, you don't have much here, as Chase found out. He really just had a pitch up.
Yeah.
Another tester. Brandon's had a bunch of these tester range putts.
Get it.
He is so money from that distance.
Nice putt. Always turn the hat backwards.
Yeah,
Oh, well, no wonder why he made it.
for speed.
Yeah.
For getting up that hill,
More
too.
aerodynamic. Yep.
Birdie for Brandon. Birdie for Al.
Boom.
Getting the 3 on this
Yep.
one is
Well deserved.
These guys had a great time. They had a positive, supportive atmosphere on the card. You tell these are guys that know each other and that have played together a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wanted to see everybody succeed. It was
Yeah.
great. 3 birdies and a par.
That's
well
awesome.
played on that hole.
correct.
I think if you turn your hat backwards, I think gravity reverses itself by 2%. So it helps if you want to putt uphill.
Oh,
You've got to defy gravity a little bit.
interesting.
Yeah.
Just to remind the listeners, you do have a PhD in the sciences.
Yes. Yes. Not the kind you think I do. Definitely not physics.
Yeah.
Hole 15.
The love doctor. 327 feet down.
It is a science, Matt. It's a science. Yes. Hole 15, 327, straight downhill. Looks like a nice hyzer sort of putter shot or mid shot. Probably plays, I'm guessing, about 280, maybe something like that.
Yeah. Another dangerous downhill
Small green.
shot. Yeah.
Wow.
You got to know where you're aiming, and you got to have good distance control on this one.
Wind looks like it's going to be a factor on this one.
I think it looks like almost a straight headwind on this one,
Yeah.
which is really not ideal.
Gorgeous backdrop. Oh, man.
You just want to throw a disc into the lake here.
Yeah. This looks good? Question mark?
Just
Yeah.
gonna get to the green here.
Oh, yeah.
Have a putt.
Oh, that's fine. So, yeah. You want to hang it out to the right-hand side and just let it bail in.
Yeah. Almost looked like he hung it out too far, and that seems to be about the right amount.
Yeah, that was my first reaction too. And then I really would have, if Al would have thrown first, I actually would have thought that would have been the line to hit. But that's like distance was there. Just seemed to bail out just a little bit too early.
Looked like a super overstable A2 there
It-
from Al.
It really did.
That's the kind of disc you want to be throwing on this one. Go straight for a little bit.
Mhm.
Dunks hard to the left.
Yeah.
A little bit flatter, more neutral flight here from Chris.
Oh man, left side looks like a very common collecting area.
Yeah. The place where you really don't want to go is the place where most people go. Again, good course design.
Yep, absolutely.
Chase gets the flip over
Interesting.
treatment this time.
It's gonna come back. Oh no.
That disc is gone
Oh, no.
for
Oh.
a ride.
Oh no.
It wanted to return to the sea.
Oh boy. Did he?
We'll check back in with Chase in an hour.
Oh man.
No, it wasn't that bad, but he's going to have a pretty nasty approach.
A little bit of throw. Oh man.
Yep. Exasperated? I think that's what that face is.
Yeah.
But he gets it out.
That's great. Okay. Yeah, especially with those skinny trees all around you, you can barely even get your hands up and out of the way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, release a disc. So that was from where it was. That looked like a miracle to come out.
I think Chris is running this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa. Nice run. Oh. He's turned his hat back around. Oh yeah, because he's going downhill.
downhill,
He wants
yeah.
to add more gravity to it.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Wow.
nice try.
He had a little speck of dust on his finger.
I
That's why.
think that's what happened. Yeah. Counteracts the hat turn.
And after all that recovery, Chase gets rewarded with
A bad roll away.
branch in his backswing.
Wow.
Doesn't matter.
Right, Al.
Naughty.
Number one.
We're so close in color. Very similar hues.
He's definitely got the putter going this round.
Yeah.
He'd probably want to be under par at this point, but
Oh boy.
yep. This was
Oh,
not Chase's
poor
hole.
Chase.
He was hanging around with the card at 1 over, and he gets the old
Yep.
3 strokes added to the scorecard.
Oof.
Tough hole.
That's that course rearing its teeth. I'm sure it did that to a few other players today. And it could be on any hole. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Oh, Brandon doing a little course maintenance.
This hole heard that he had made a huge highlight putt earlier in the round, and the course decided it wanted some revenge. So
Was that what happens when it gets we're at the end of the day in Saskatchewan? Does it
No.
get gray outside?
yeah, we go back in time.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
So this is Bladworth. It's you saw a little bit about it in the intro. We actually went there and we filmed for the day. So
That's gorgeous.
yeah. Noah and Austin in a shootout through 16 and 17 each. They each got 1 or 2 holes left. 7 down. That's going to be a good score if they can stick around there. Kyle, big friendly, 5 down. He's
Yep.
in the clubhouse. Brandon, Riley, Matthew at 3 down.
Woo.
So it's going to be down to the wire here for these last couple of spots on the
Yeah.
lead card going into tomorrow. Hole 16, finally they get a little bit of reprieve after getting beaten up on a bunch of these holes. This is probably the most stock standard shot that you're going to see on the whole course. It's 321. It's not a gimme, but
Yep. Except when it's coming in, the slope that you're trying to match is ridiculous.
yeah. So big advantage if you can throw a putter 321 feet, because you're going to get that neutral slide. You're not going to get a big skip. But if you're pulling out a driver or something like that, you're skipping into the trees. So everyone's going to be probably mashing a putter or a mid, something like that, just trying to keep the disc flight plate flat to the ground.
Oh yeah, this looks good. Yeah,
Nice, good distance control from Brandon there.
that's the trick with it coming out of that hyzer. Is it just once it matches the ground, it's just skip hard.
It gets a bit of a slingshot.
Yeah,
Even flatter here from Al. I like that, but
I did too. Yeah,
not going to get the right ground play.
yeah. Little bit farther
He's gonna have
would have been just.
He's got some strength in the putter though. So
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
all right, this should be Kristen's bread and butter here.
A little lower. I like this one. Little high. Still high, but a little bit sort of lower altitude. Boy, still got that skip downhill. Boy, that's
That's great though.
yeah.
15 feet, maybe a little bush in his hands.
I'm gonna say chase.
Yanks it over into the hill to the right.
No,
You're right.
I was gonna say chase aces, but nope. Sorry, Chase. I think I messed you up on that one. I mean, it took 6 months or 8 months, whatever it is. But do it, please. Oh,
That would have been a par for the ages right
a lot
there,
of respect for that one.
or a birdie for the ages.
Yeah. Yes.
And that one does go in.
Coaxing it in.
Huge putt.
Nice putt, Al.
I told you these guys would put on a show for us today.
Yeah.
And then card mate of the year. What are those little spiky things called?
Oh, the brambles.
Yeah, a little bramble. Picks a bramble off his card mate's shoe.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
Just trying to pay it forward, you know?
Yeah. If we could take one more stroke off a scorecard for being a good
Yeah.
card mate, we would, but it's against the rules, Jeremy.
Oh, that's true. Brandon also collecting a birdie on this one. Chris, birdie.
Almost the elusive star frame. Really well played, though. And
Yeah.
yeah, this is, like I said, this is kind of the reprieve hole, and it's getting you prepped for 17 and 18, which are 2 of the coolest finishing holes
Okay.
in Canadian disc golf.
It looks like they're walking into the forest, so this has got to be a neat setup. Get it. Woo.
That wasn't just body English. That was like body old English.
Oh yeah.
There were some thous and these in that one.
There was a sword heading to his head, and he got out of its way so quick. Oh man,
Hole 17, you
Oh.
were throwing uphill to a plateau.
that's amazing.
254 feet, plays a little bit longer than that. And what do you want to do? Do you want to jam it into the front side of the hill? Do you want to try and land it on this ridge?
How far does it drop off around the back? Does
That's
it
about as steep on the back side
okay.
of it.
Okay. So there is some room for error.
Yeah, there's a little bit of room for error.
Yeah, a tiny bit of room.
It's mostly error, though.
Wow. This would be for night golfing, night disc golfing. This would be amazing.
Yeah. So just about any approach can work here. Forehand, backhand.
Good catch. Oh, I got him.
Someone was telling the joke in his backswing, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he just got it before he released.
Yeah.
Boy.
Almost perfect, and
Oh boy.
40 feet down a hill. 50 feet down a hill.
Jeez, even that thick.
60
thick
feet
bush
down a
couldn't
hill.
Save it. Ugh, math sucks.
And I like this play by Al. Maybe not the, it's a little bit further right than he would want, but just throwing it, 10 feet below the edge of the hill there and just jamming it into the side of the hill. I don't think it's the worst approach here.
I don't think so either. It looks like you've got a longer, flatter section on the right-hand side as well, too.
Yep.
So just in case.
Or if you got this in your bag,
Oh, wow.
do
There's
that.
Roach.
The guy's smooth. He was made
bridge.
for shots like this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just floating a mid, looked like a mid probably. Just floating it to the top of the hill.
Chase.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Similar fate to Brandon there. Maybe not quite as bad a roll away. Yeah, risk reward on this one.
I agree. I hate that load. I'm like, how do you just go?
Some discussion. Oh, they're talking to the camera guy. Giving you some tips on your disc golf game, Matt? Or
Always. I'll take all the help I can get from these guys. All right. How brave is Brandon feeling? Full run?
I'm
Half
going to
run?
say he's going. Oh, yeah, of course he is.
Full run.
Okay.
That'll work for par.
That's a long way uphill.
Chase. Oh, he's going to lay this up, right?
Of
Nope.
course.
Full run.
Boom. Get it. Yes.
And we'll get our
What you got?
first slow pro of the round.
Ooh.
How pretty
Oh.
is that putt
That
on
is
this
so
course?
nice. And a much deserved one from Chase.
Yep.
Great putt.
After some rough holes,
Yeah.
he also gave us some great highlights this round. So, not the final score he was hoping for, but he brought us some of the best shots of the day here. So, well done, Chase. Playing on camera is tough.
It
If
is.
you haven't done it and you think I could do this, give it a try.
Yeah.
Get yourself on lead card sometime.
Or
Not as
feature-
easy as you think.
Or feature card.
Or
you're,
feature
You're
card.
not immune if you're on feature card.
Yeah.
When are we gonna have the Park Pro guys on feature card sometime?
Couple more tournaments.
Couple more tournaments?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Down in the comments, let me know what tournament you guys want to know the Park Pro guys to get onto a feature card. I know I'd want to see it. I'd film you.
Okay. All right. We can do that. What a shot.
That's great. That takes a lot of control.
Yeah.
A lot of control.
Landing it on a postage stamp. And then hole 18,
Oh, wow.
downhill onto not quite as sharp a peninsula, but still a dangerous landing zone. 292 downhill, staring at Jackfish Lake off into the distance. Just one of the most beautiful parts of this entire park. And we get to finish hole 18 on it. Small green, rollaways aplenty. You want your angle control to be on point because you can skip off of that green and be 80, 100 feet from the basket pretty easily. So finding a disc that bites, throwing a putter that stays straight and flat,
Or just become a lefty for this hole.
or just become a heathen lefty.
Yeah. I guess they get two on this course.
Yeah.
This looks like if it starts to drift, if you throw your hyzer and it just starts drifting left, you just hope a wind knocks it down.
Yeah. They're praying to all of the gods, the new gods, the old gods, the weather gods,
The bramble
Norse
gods.
Yeah, the bramble gods.
Yeah.
Once again,
If you got the
thank
forehand,
you, PDGA Canada, for
Yeah.
all that you do for tournaments and coverage and courses around Canada. Sorry, Jeremy.
no, that's okay. I'm glad you thanked PDGA Canada.
For
They do
birdie.
an
This one's
amazing
for
job.
birdie. Birdie
And
for
also
birdie.
Chase did an amazing job on that.
Yeah, if you have a forehand, I agree. I would feel way more comfortable throwing a forehand on this one.
Yeah.
You're not skipping down the hill. There's a few trees on the right. I think this was one of the few holes that did have some OB over to the right.
Okay.
I think partly just to protect people walking because the path back down to Tournament Central was on the right, just to the right of
okay.
the fairway here. So
Yeah.
I think one of the only areas that really had any OB on this course to speak of. I like this play too,
Oh,
a
boy.
flat puttery type of disc.
Oh, it's coming back.
Does Al do it? Oh, catches
Okay.
the last row of trees.
That's okay. That's okay. A little higher than that, I'd start to be worrying about it drifting down that little face.
And I could just We sat up there. We were doing some filming. We were doing some drone filming, and just sitting up here on 18. You could camp out there and hang out all night, watch the sun go down. I think Brandon at this point knows he's real close to making lead card going into the next day, so I don't think he felt too pressured to run that, but
yeah,
I'm not sure if he was fully checking scores. Either way, getting away without a bogey on this hole is pretty ideal.
Yeah, and nothing wrong, even though you don't make it to lead card. There's nothing wrong with just playing safe and just sticking around.
Yeah, being in the hunt.
Yeah, because being on chase card's a pretty good one as well too.
You can see what happened with Chris there. Going aggressive, sometimes you do get that roll away down the hill.
Yep.
Do we get the scenic birdie?
Do it.
In the round.
Yes. Of course we do. Nice.
You got to love it.
Good ender chase.
You got to love it. Back-to-back birdies after
sigh of relief.
That terrible triple bogey.
Yep. Better to go out on 2 birdies than to do 2 birdies and then the round fall apart.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's going to be happy, but he'll be happier.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome round. 3 down. Oh, he did get the bogey on that one.
Yeah.
I thought that was for par.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Brandon does give one back. Course giveth, course taketh.
Absolutely. Matt, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
We're going to Beachside next round, and it is a whole other course, and it is, if you couldn't guess, it's on the side of a beach.
Oh, really?
I think that's what Beachside means.
Oh, that's fun.
And we are going to see Noah Higgins at 9 down. Wow. He really plowed through those last couple of holes.
No
Austin
kidding.
Boga, a couple of young guys leading the way. 7 down for Austin. And Kyle, big friendly Weens back on Parked Pro. 5 down. And Matthew Erickson tops Brandon on PDGA number. Matthew Erickson will be our 4th on coverage of round 2. Clayton, Dan, Riley, Clint Buchert making his way up to the top 10. Josh Smith peeking his way back up to the top 10. Lots of time to play here, and you got to check out round 2 at the Beachside course. It is summer vacation in disc golf form. It is a cool course.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah. All right. From me, Matt.
And me. Yeah, and Jeremy. Thanks very much for tuning in, watching, and stay tuned for round 2.
Yeah. Check it out. We'll be back.